And what's going on, everybody? We are out here for another installment of LA Lifestyle. My host, sorry, not my host. My name is PvP, and we are out here on KQBH LP, Los Angeles, California, 101.5 FM, a community service of Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on lpfm.la. I am very honored to be out here like I am every Sunday night with all of you beautiful people that I get to spend time with and just vibe out with. It's just always it's always a good time. But tonight though, we you already know what it is, guys. We got that 5-finger freestyle challenge coming to you live tonight, and yeah, we are going to have an amazing time, and it's going to be really, really fun. And I'm really looking forward to it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our guest for the evening. And that's going to be Mr. 3D Perez from Victorville.
Yes, sir.
From Victorville. And he's also, too, a Barz on Wheels representative, part of the BOW team. I was actually just with Manny himself earlier today, and I actually got to get my episode in, so be on the lookout for that. That was a lot of fun with what you guys got going on out there with the whole everything. It's just the whole experience is so fun. So all artists out there, man, submit your music. You never know, you could catch Manny's eye, you know, and you might tell him PvP sent you.
Yeah, it's all family, man.
Yeah,
it's all family.
It's all about the community. So, man, yeah, let's get into this right here, man. We got 3D Perez out here from Victorville, part of the BOW team out here, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm excited to be here. I just appreciate your energy, everything you're doing with the team, man. And yeah,
I appreciate you. And me and 3D too. We got something we cooked up not too long ago that's actually going to be coming out here pretty soon on the Pure Dope sampler. We do have the show coming up. It's me and Hippie. Shout out my guy Hippie. I actually got some of the new merch on right now in studio. Really comfortable, got that good. It's spring's around the corner, weather's getting nice, so we got those silk shirts, the shorts. You know what the vibe is, you already know. But 3D, man, let's just dive into who you are. And you know, actually, this is actually a question I've had.
Yes, sir.
We were talking about your first time with BOW and doing their stuff, and we'll talk about how we met here in a second. But how did you become a part of the Barz on Wheels team?
So, I guess from the very beginning, long story short, I saw them on Instagram, like most of us have found them on Instagram.
Pretty much anybody.
One of my close friends, Amon, the MC, shout out Amon and Verde and that whole little squad. I saw him on the show. He was retweeting it or reposting it and everything. So that caught my attention. And I told Manny from the get-go, I was like, yo, I don't know what I got to do, but I'm going to be on your show. I'm going to freestyle every day and send you a freestyle if I have to. You know what I mean? And then so that was the energy that I just put in towards it. And then, long story short, in my own spiritual artistic journey, I got called to go to Venice Beach. I had really just a few dollars in my pocket, a dollar in a dream, as they say, and I went out to Venice Beach. And
all the way from Victorville?
All the way from Victorville. I went out to Venice Beach to live in my car and freestyle by the beach every single day, just me, my microphone, and a bucket, right? And so I'm out there doing my thing, and out of nowhere, I see Barz on Wheels post a story, say they're going to be in Venice Beach. And I'm like, yo, I'm already here. Let me freestyle for you. And I always tell people, too, I consider myself, I love freestyling, so I do it a lot. I practice it a lot. You feel me?
Yeah, you're a freestyle king.
When I first met the Barz on Wheels team, I felt like the speaker wasn't loud enough. They couldn't really hear my bars. I wasn't on the top of my game at that point because I was so nervous. And just by the grace of God, somehow, just Manny felt something and just invited me back. And I think the more I was invited back, the more I showed up and practiced and got it, just the more I kept getting that invitation and just like, you know, just kept the flow going to just meet the amazing members of Barz on Wheels, become family with them, and we're just keeping that momentum going.
Yeah, I was always curious because, like, I talked to Vinny, I talked to everybody I've come close with all you guys. You guys are so great. You're so amazing to me. I have to do the same back to you. And I know because, well, because I remember, I thought people, because I've seen them so much, I'm like, oh, yeah, you're Barz on Wheels. Who is the BOW team? I know it's Ace Blizzy, Vinny Shoots, Manny, Chuck, and you.
So off top,
it's you five for show. Is there anybody on Ruiz or if I'm saying
A Ruiz?
A Ruiz is on
he's
it.
out of Bakersfield. We got Concept. I think Don PH is kind of extended family as well. I think that's the thing about Barz on Wheels too. We really aim to just be. And this is me speaking for Manny a little bit, but really to be the face of freestyling. And I think no one's really doing it like the Barz on Wheels team, and it attracts such special energy that if you really are about freestyling, like off the top bars, and you want to do this and build together and represent freestyle hip hop together, you're part of the Barz on Wheels family. And it's just the more you show up and put in the work, the more opportunities you get to align yourself with people who are doing the exact same thing.
Definitely. And so, I mean, that I was always curious because I know that there's a handful of you and I've mistaken some people for it. But what you guys are doing is it's great. And I actually like how, you know, Manny got up on that really high. Like, it was like, really, you guys, right?
Yeah.
Now it's, you know, it's a little step back. You know, everybody needs a little regroup. I really, really like what he's done. Like, kind of getting away and then just going away. And then just come back out of nowhere like, I'm still here. I'm still here.
And I think that's just kind of a testament to, one, just his perseverance, and two, the quality of the product. You know what I mean? Is you can take that break. It's like Kendrick. You could drop an album every 2 years and come back with quality stuff people are still going to listen.
Yeah, no, I mean, he went 2017 to like 2022. But even then, I don't even feel like he dropped an album. That last one. I won't talk too much Kendrick because of the whole, you know. I will say the one thing I do want to say off my chest, because this is my show. I like all three of them.
Yeah, I think it's good for hip hop. I think what's happening.
I like Drake. I like J. Cole.
Yeah.
I like hip hop.
Yeah, exactly.
I love me some good, you know, but you know, you got guys singing their heart outs and going back and forth yelling at each other on some 808s. Like, you can't.
Yeah,
you know.
I find myself in that kind of like, almost that pull, like, is it good for hip-hop, the competition? Because, like, it should be kind of egoless, in my opinion, you know what I mean? Everyone just trying to be their best instead of competing with the others. But then, at the same time, there's that double-edged sword of the competition making everyone strive to be better and maybe pushing the game forward. So, you know, whatever your opinion is, I think this is good for hip-hop regardless.
Well, it is good for hip-hop because it's a sense of morality. I don't know if I'm using
camaraderie.
Right, camaraderie. There we go. I feel like we went through a weird thing where we had like the whole really like digital era, because the last like time I remember singles getting pushed, and I really mean this, was like Soulja Boy, Kiss Me Through the Phone. Like,
yeah, back in the day.
Like 07, 08. That really was me. And then you started, I mean, Spotify actually, you know, people don't know this, Spotify's been around since 2005.
Yeah. It's an OG in the game now. It's a veteran.
And weirdly enough, it's been around for almost 20 years, and it's like, it's just really strange to think that, you know, that's really when, like, after the economic crisis, like, it created this whole shift in, like, humanity. You know, like, early 2000s, mid-2000s, that's, like, almost peak humanity, as they say. Now we're in this reset, and even it was a reset of everything, like music, the way we absorb things, the way we consume things. I mean, the CD section at Best Buy is gone.
Yeah. And I think just on independent artists, and just I think a lot of my contemporaries can agree, it's really the time to just switch up the whole game. Like, we're really pushing this independence now. What we can do with the community around us, how big we can actually get, even though we're just small artists, you know, quotations on the small, but just the power that we have with platforms like Barz on Wheels, with your platform here, we can really reach the entire world.
Well, we can go above and beyond what people would ever think we're capable of. I mean, being independent is like you know, we'll touch on some things. I'll update you on a couple things after the show. I don't want to talk about it too much on air, just to respect people. But I learned really quick. I did not say that I never needed anybody, but don't let what you think people have fool you. Because then that shows you that you're weak-minded. And I'm not admitting that, but, you know, I kind of, you got me.
We all go through our phases.
Yeah,
and we learn from
and I really, bro, this is the last time I'm going to let anything like that do that to me. And, you know, into our next question here. When you say, you know, you were living in your car? Not living.
Sir.
Okay, living.
Okay, you were living. Yeah, I was cooking out of it and everything.
Venice Beach, I mean, okay. What were some things that, you know, you went through during that time? You know, like, kind of, you were I'm not saying you're desperate.
Yeah.
But you're living in your car. So you're going to look at maybe someone and what they have going on. You're like, oh, man, like, I need this right now.
Yeah.
Was there any time when you were going through that before, you know, where you were just so hungry that you actually became vulnerable?
I wouldn't say I became vulnerable, because I believe that the vulnerability before that time of me living in my car is what kind of it put me in positions kind of how you said we learn from people and how we deal with people and what our experience is. It made me realize that I don't need anybody, right? And that experience allowed me to make that leap of faith, to live in my car, to actually be there every single day, putting in the work, putting in the energy, and creating and living that life. And that point in my life was actually, I felt like I was really wealthy. You know what I mean? I think for me,
I've lived in my car before, so I feel that it's
the freedom.
It's not even the freedom, bro.
What is it?
It's waking up and it's like, what am I gonna do today?
And you have to get that work done. You can't just sit around and watch Netflix all day.
Well, no, it's not the wake up, scratch my head, look at myself in my sliding window bedroom, and then go take a dump and make some coffee, and you know, and then go take a rip or whatever. No, it's like, where am I gonna go take my morning dump? Where am I gonna even brush my teeth? I mean, you can do that cold water, bottle stuff, but being a sense of comfortability, let that go.
It's almost that sense of like survival instincts kick in, right? And you have to
human nature.
You have to take care of yourself. You can't really let some things by. You have to take care of yourself to the fullest on what you eat, on how you clean yourself, on everything. And I think for me, that was the biggest lesson of that whole experience, was the discipline of it.
And was that voluntarily, or was it your situation at the time?
Yeah, so I mean, kind of voluntarily, in the sense that I'd rather do that than work a job that I don't care about. I saw that as the path to be able to fully sustain myself off the music, with being out there with the crowds of people. But
look what it did for you.
Yeah.
Taking that chance.
And I think it's continuing to take that chance, right? I think it's like, it's what I learned from it, but then I also fall back on those lessons that I learned. Sometimes I feel like I'm not as disciplined, and that's what I have to like carry on into every aspect of my life. And just a little long story short, the reason why I'm not doing that currently is because I got my catalytic converter stolen. And so I'm kind
of in there?
Yeah. Well, actually, during a Barz on Wheels show, we were in downtown LA. I was doing my thing with the squad. I remember going against Vinny.
Don't you have a Honda?
Yeah.
Well, that's why.
I have a Honda Element, man. The greatest make and model ever created. Shout out the Element squad.
You got a B series or K series in there?
No, I don't know. I don't know what that means, but I know.
You put on your Instagram handle or your
Oh, the helpful Honda homie. Yes, sir.
You're gonna put the helpful. You know how many paisas will probably hit you up and be like, "Hey, fool, can you work on my car?"
I know a guy.
If you put the helpful Honda homie, you're gonna have all the Integra and all the K series. So K series and B series. We'll make it short and sweet. I know we're gonna get to this 5-finger, but
yes, sir.
Let's talk about cars. PvP knows his cars. So K series and B series Honda motors are considered some of the best JDM motors ever made, where on a stock block you can produce a crazy amount of horsepower. And they always make a joke, you don't want to mess with a guy at the light who's in a 94 hatchback.
I feel you.
Because it may not look pretty, but what's under the hood, I've seen these things.
Work.
No, I've seen these things outdo Scat Packs. I've seen these things outdo Lamborghinis. Like, I'll do this. Can you hear that knock through the mic? Yeah, knock on wood, but I literally, these cars are lethal. So those Honda Elements, though, was funny. The first memory I ever have of Honda Element, when it came out, it's early 2000s.
Okay, yeah.
My Aunt Karen, shout out my Aunt Karen.
Shout out Karen.
All the way out in Colfax, holding it down, Auntie Karen. She bought a brand new Honda Element, like a 03 or 04, like whenever that came out.
Yeah.
And my dad's like a baby boomer, so he grew up on 60s, 70s.
The muscle car.
Like muscle, right?
I feel you.
And he's like, why is everybody driving boxes now?
We call them toasters. The community calls them toasters.
Elements, Scions, the Scion T's. He's like, everything's a box. The Kia Souls and all that. So no, I was just curious. You call yourself the
helpful Honda.
The helpful Honda guy. It's like when you see a Honda commercial and.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna pay your rent. Honda, why'd you pay my rent?
And that's kind of my thing. I go around my Honda. If you're creative who needs help with whatever, and I think you can attest to it a little bit. When I went to your studio session, we made some magic with the Purist.
Oh,
as helpful as I can be, where it comes to like getting the bars like
couple
rhythmically
bars,
there.
Getting,
you know what I mean?
Getting the rhythm, getting the vibe right, bro.
The vibe right, man.
Yeah,
that's
and
what
it is.
is.
And he just said it too. So me and 3D. We have a track coming out on my sampler coming out here on the 20th in about 13 days. I got the Purist coming out,
Yes,
featuring
sir.
3D Perez. And he's probably one of the first people outside of my normal niche of people that I collaborate with. But it's a big collaboration. It's a good little taste of what I'm capable of doing. And I just want to shout out to everybody that's bumping the Pure Dope. Cracked 1,000 on my first track.
Yeah, I saw
and
that,
2
man.
weeks. I
Yes,
saw. I
that's
woke. I was
awesome.
okay. Speaking about taking a dump, I was sitting on the toilet yesterday, and I was like, "How's this doing?" Oh,
You
hey,
hit a K
yo!
already.
I was like, "Oh, okay, for sure."
K in a day.
But I do this shit for 5-6 years.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
even have a single 1,000 K. I'm not saying that I'm not. Whatever. You can hate me for that, but no, I'm just like I was like, wait, all the people talk all this garbage to me. But yet the people that are talking garbage did what I just did and I'm just like, all right. And like we ain't faking streams, like that's all organic.
Yeah, 100%.
And you know, I really give myself a pat on the back because I say that based on I was hounded, bro, for years. When you drop it, I was like, I don't have a fan base. I'm gonna drop music if no one knows who I am. So it took 2-3 years of like doing open mics and freestyles and going to all these places. Now people are like, we want the, and it worked off. My strategy and what I thought, like it worked out. Like everything worked out to plan, and it's still working out. So we're gonna keep on this. But really quick though, we are getting ready up here. For this 5-finger freestyle challenge, we are going to take just a quick little intermission, and we're going to bump a little bit of that new future Metro Boomin. We're not going to play the Kendrick one, don't worry. To me, it's already outplayed. It's outplayed. Sorry, we're not going to ruin it. I'm not going to ruin a good song.
Can I do a quick shout out?
Yeah,
I feel like I didn't mention all the Barz on Wheels family.
You
when
know
you
what, really quick,
mentioned
before
me,
we
you
hit
feel
this
me?
intermission, we're going to let the man himself, 3D Perez, shout out the whole BO-Dub crew.
So we got Contra. We got Adaptive repping the dark room out of Oxnard.
Oh, he's my favorite.
We got, you feel me?
Shout out,
everyone
hey,
kills
Adaptive,
it, man.
if you're listening, you ever hear this, I love you, bro.
Shout out Adaptive. If we go all the way down south, we got the San Diego squad, we got Verde, we got Amon, we got DJ JG, the Neighborhood Kids. Like, this is an all-star lineup, bro. Ace Blizzy,
the Blizzard,
Santa Micah,
coming to you like
Boss.
a wizard.
Oh my gosh, Boss and Santa Micah are repping Red Bull, so it's like crazy. Like, we're just combining
I
all
already
types
knew
of
too when I
communities.
pulled up earlier. Manny was like, and yeah, of course we got Red Bull. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
What's
feel
up
me?
with that Red Bull
You gotta keep
sponsorship?
the Red Bull on deck.
You gotta have Red Bull on deck.
We got the Valley representing. We got Concept from the Valley. Our step cousin. He's not fully all the way in there, but he's always with us, and he's one of the best freestylers. Concept and Don PH is there too,
y'all
man.
came through hard on the
crazy.
LA Lifestyle. The first pop up I did a week after I started this. Y'all
Yes,
y'all
sir.
came through tough. But really quick
And
though.
wait, we got Bakersfield. We still got Vinny Shoots. We got Chuck. We got A. Ruiz. It's just crazy.
So
the
when's
lineup of people.
Manny gonna start the Bay chapter?
It's been in talks. All right, I'm not here to. That's his. You know what I mean? It's his
let's leave it at
decision,
that.
and that's
Let's-
God's plan.
that means
but that's
that-
been in the talks.
That
That's
means
been
that
in the
some cool
talks,
stuff's
man.
gonna happen.
But yeah, if somehow I missed anyone on Bars on Wheels, you know who you are, man. We kill it every single time, and I'm lucky to be there. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but
You know what you did?
I'm grateful.
You stayed active in the community and you wrapped your tushy up.
That part, man. Thank you.
So guys, really quick though, we are going to take just a quick 5-minute intermission here just to make sure Sabi is all ready to go. I just want to make sure that...
Oh, Mad Max. I forgot Mad Max.
Oh, man, we got... I thought there was like 5 of you on
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
And there's actually like 30.
No, we get that.
But you
day
actually,
one squad, man.
you have B.O.Dub planted everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good marketing.
And our community reaches out past Instagram. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, of course.
So we're still growing.
Y'all ain't got 50,000 followers for no reason.
You feel me?
Like, y'all got legit you're active on the socials. But, guys, like I said, we are going to take a little intermission here because I need to make sure my guy Sabi is all good and we're all set up because we've really been working hard to dial this in. We want to give you guys the best hip-hop segment every first Sunday. It's my promise to you. I strive for greatness. We all do. But I'm going to play We Don't Trust You, Cinderella, which is Metro Boomin, Future, and Travis Scott. This is actually one of my favorite tracks. I know everyone's been bumping Like That. It's got over 100 million already. I know, but man, there's a lot better tracks on this album. Just don't be fooled by one track when an album has 17 tracks on it. But this is Cinderella by Future, Metro Boomin, and Travis Scott.
Sheesh.